Hey folks, Aaron from Beansprout here. We're going to talk today about wood selection and specifically softwood tops for ukuleles. So when you think of that instrument, you probably think of one like this, where the instrument's made of one wood, top, back, and sides. That goes back all the way to the teens and 20s when the Hawaiian builders were shipping instruments with koa wood for top, back, and sides. Mainland manufacturers trying to make those instruments copied that, whether they used mahogany or koa. And it became what people kind of think of. But the rest of the musical instrument world in general uses softwoods for the top and hardwoods for the back and sides. That goes for guitars, violins, mandolins, whatever. And actually, the first three original Madeiran immigrants to Hawaii who made these instruments that we call ukuleles, they used softwood tops as well for a while. Yeah, eventually koa took over, but the original ones often had spruce or pine tops. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the woods I use, what I like about them. We'll show them, and if you want to hear more of the sound samples of these things, go back through the YouTube channel or go to the gallery on our website and cycle through. Now, pretty much everything I use is either from a salvaged or sustainable source. It's all from the west coast of the United States. That's just how I do things, and I really like it that way. When I do use a wood that's from farther away or is a tropical wood or whatever, it's usually because I found it salvaged at like an estate sale or something like that. I'm not buying new tropical woods. Anyway, let's get started. We'll start with our kind of darkest sounding wood, go up to the brightest sounding wood, although there's a million factors that go with it. It's a lot like wine tasting. I'll just give you the lowdown. So, to begin with, start with Redwood from California. It's pretty soft, so if you're a hard strummer, you might scratch it up. But Redwood is a really beautiful wood, and it's always sounds great. It's got a real dark voice to it. And the stuff I use is all architectural salvage from old beams or floorboards or whatever. Very similar to that would be Western Red Cedar. This particular set is from a hot tub, and so the water made these cool mineral stains in it. It's a really beautiful set. Western Red Cedar is pretty common where I live, and it makes a really nice sounding instrument. A touch brighter sounding would be Douglas fir. That's uncommon for musical instruments, but it's proved to work really well, especially when I use this old growth wood that I salvaged from floorboards and stuff. We're getting kind of the middle of the spectrum, and probably long-term the favorite of our customers, and that is Port Orford cedar. Pardon me while I rub some solvent on here to try to pop the grain for you. Port Orford cedar comes from California and Oregon. It's a really exceptional top wood. It's beautiful. It's not really logged anymore, so these logs all come from salvage sources. It's a very middle of the road wood for what we do. It's very nice, and we also can upgrade that with some very curly Port Orford cedar as well. A newer wood for me is Alaskan yellow cedar. Now, all three of these cedars we've discussed, Port Orford, Western Red, and Alaskan Yellow, they're not actually true cedars, they're actually cypress woods. I don't know who comes up with these names, but Alaskan Yellow cedar is just beautiful. It's a very strong and stable wood, easy to work with, and the stuff I have has these beautiful streaks of color in it. This is a log we salvaged off the beach at Camp Westwind here in Oregon, and I've been slowly turning it into ukulele tops. It's really nice stuff. I want to get to know it more. After that, we're talking spruce. Spruce is the most common wood for tops and guitars and violins, etc. And the wood I mainly use for spruce is Sitka spruce. Comes from Alaska. It darkens over time to have this nice amber color. This stuff has got a little bit of figure in it. People really like what's called bear claw spruce, which is Sitka spruce, but it has this a lot more figure and curl to it. So I can upgrade the bear claw spruce as well. So yeah, Sitka spruce. I also have a small stash of Enkelman spruce, which is from farther away, but this is salvaged from a classical guitar builder's estate. It stays lighter colored over time, and it's a very clean, simple look. It's a really nice wood. And yeah, so all the way from redwood to spruce, they all make sense, they all work. If you're at all worried about it, sometimes just pick what you like best, or just let me choose. But either way, I think you'll be pleased with a softwood top for your ukulele. Okay, thanks a lot.